Hi, welcome back guys. On this episode we are going to cut out the fiberglass. We're ready to patch the cracks and we are going to bond and paste the keel. Also, I'm hoping the fairing compound turns up this week so we can start fairing this out ready for painting. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, like I mentioned, sanded all the cracks down yesterday on the other side. Let's go around there quick. Yeah, so sanded them down last week, and this week I'll cut the fiberglass out and get these patches done. As you can see, all the patches like this are what I grinded out last week. So I'll just cut so many. I'll cut the biggest one first and then probably do, you know, an inch, half an inch smaller. That seems to be the easiest option. Also, that'll be chop strand matting, and then I'll cut woven the same size as whatever piece I'm working with, because woven seems to be really easy to work with. But need to chop strand just so it bonds a bit better. I'm going to get bonding paste all up in there, get that as a nice smooth surface, so the fiberglass can actually go around the corner properly, and we will be fiberglassing that keel. And then the front, we will put some bonding paste in it for now. Up here we'll put some bonding paste in there, just a little bit less than what the outer edge is, so when I do fiberglass it'll all be smooth and should be good. Had delivery turn up this afternoon, so I've now got enough to do what's that, that's another 20 litres of resin, another 5 kg of bonding paste. I've got 15 kg of fairing compound turning up, so that is definitely going to be enough to do the patches that are under there and start working on the transom. Not saying it'll be this week, but you know, it's getting definitely closer and closer now. Once the fairing compound's on and I sand that down, it'll be time to get the primer on, the epoxy primer 2-part, and really seal this thing up. But first I'm going to start cutting the fiberglass. Okay. Okay, and this is actually the offcut of the transom and inside, so I think some of you suggested to keep it, which is obviously good, because now I've just managed to get all the main ones cut out. That'd be the biggest ones, just so I remember what I'm doing. What I've done is I've just letted them, I think there's 10 of them in total, up to J obviously, and then when I make them smaller they'll be numbered and just stay with the letter they're with, so I don't get confused. You know, when you start fiberglass and you obviously you're in a rush anyway, so the last thing I want to do is start getting them mixed up and panic and then it start gelling off. It'd be no good. But yeah, so that's the main ones cut. Apart from, the only one I haven't done is I've done one from there to there to cover that big patch, but I haven't done the main one that'll go all the way along. Well, I'll probably do it in sections just so it's not one full piece, which won't make a difference. And the only other thing I haven't done is the bit that I cut out for the bow at the moment, because I need to, what I'm thinking is get all these cut out today, maybe get some, if I get a chance, get some bonding paste mixed up, get the bonding paste in there and up there, and then tomorrow I can sand it down and prep it for fibreglassing, so we're not waiting around for another little bit. But I'm gonna go around, get the main matting and woven out and start cutting them. Okay. Okay, finally cut them all out, put them in the car so they're safe, ready for tomorrow. Just in case anything happens over here, you never know. So that worked out to be, it's going to be 5 layers of matting and 4 layers of woven, so that's 9. And that's going to be perfect. That's going to be plenty to fill in these little cracks. Should be good. So I think the next thing I need to do is get some bonding paste mixed up. It's getting quite late, the sun's going down. Takes a long time to cut those out individually, at least a few hours. So yeah, like I said earlier, I'm gonna get a bit of bonding paste in here tonight. Whatever's, you know, in, and then at the front, just if I overdo it, it's easier to sand down and I won't have to wait around. And then the only thing I've got left to do after this is bonded and sanded, and this is fibreglassed, is I'll do this bit separate. So that'll be after I've done all this, so probably after tomorrow I'll work out all the lengths and how I want to do it. So next part will be bonding paste. Okay. Been a while since I've done bonding, so it's getting used to it. Went off pretty quick. I mean, temperatures are still up to about 21 degrees. So that's that filled in. That will be sanded down again and make sure I haven't missed anything. And as you can see from the front, starting to get shape now. Probably, I reckon another batch I'm gonna have to make probably tomorrow now. Let this cure, and yeah, I've only probably about 5 mil left. This bit's okay. It was just that little bit that was the thickest, but it went on really nice, so I can sand that down and make that look really good. But yeah, so that's it for today. We'll come back tomorrow and carry on. Okay, new day. It's all cured, all nice and solid. I forgot to mention yesterday that I did actually, when I spreaded the bonding paste out to mix it, I did put some fiberglass strands in it just to give it extra strength as well. So I think the next part will be sand all this down so it's nice and smooth and rounded off, so it's ready for fiberglassing. And then I'm gonna, just at the end of the day, I will do an extra lot of bonding paste at the front, but for now, like I said, I'll get this bit sanded and then we can start fiberglassing all the cracks and get that job done so it starts curing. Because I'm not too sure, tomorrow's supposed to rain, so it's sort of working around the rain now, and so yeah, okay. Nine out of 10 done. Went on really well. The only one that I'm gonna have to do a bit of sanding on is just a bit overhang there, and maybe do a little bit of sanding up here. I'll see how it dries. Yeah, so that's all of them done, even the little crack on the bow, but not the main bit I still need to do. The only thing I didn't do was this bit here. I was going to do a little bit in there, but I figured I might as well get all this cut out and do that as in one go, in sections, but in one fiberglass set. But yeah, so that's, each crack's got 9 layers, 5 matting, 4 woven, and it goes really wide, so it's got a good bond. So I'm going to let this dry, cure should I say. That's probably going to be it for today. I'm going to come back tomorrow. If it is raining, I can get little bits under here done, because it won't rain, won't get in that far, and then wait for this to dry just to have a look, because as you guys know, fiberglass and woven don't like to go around corners, so I think there might be a little bit of air bubble in there, so what I'm going to have to do is sand that down and do a separate piece, just because the crack comes up and just does a hairline crack around there. But that is covered woven on that, and that is bonded to the boat. It's just that corner. But right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day. It's all gone really good. Nice and solid. No air bubbles, apart from the one I said there was going to be. So all of this is perfect up to this corner, and you can see the big air bubble going all the way across and up in that corner, just where it wouldn't stay. So that will need sanding down and doing like a single fold in between there instead of wrapping it around, which won't be no problem. But everything else, you can just see how thick it looks as well. Nice and solid, no flex. I've had a rethought about the front, so I'm gonna make sure, so with this bow keel, but you can see it's about 5 mil, something like that. I'm going to build up a little tiny bit more, but mainly try and get some fiberglass in here, because that's going to be where the strength is. And then I had a delivery today. I'll quickly go to the back of the car of the fairing compound. Big 15 kg of it, so that should really do the job, fair it all out. Also, I bought so much of it because I'm doing a transom as well. What I might do though is, when it does come to that, is fair all that out and then fair so much of the back out and then get it back onto the trailer once this has been painted as well, just because this is going to be a tight squeeze. And working with this fairing compound, it is literally like the bonding paste, to be honest with you. I've had a look at it, it's a different colour, but it's the same work time, so you probably got about 10 minutes max. So I'm gonna have to be really quick on getting it on here, fairing it out. Uses the same sort of, you know, EKP or whatever it's called. But yeah, so enough talking. I'm gonna sand that down, get some more fiberglass cut out for the keel, and get the fiberglass cut out for that, the front of the keel, sorry, and see what sort of time we got, because this is not looking great weather and it's supposed to rain for the rest of the week. But yeah, okay. And that's all sanded. There's no air bubbles now. It's not looking too bad. Also, I've done the cut out of the fiberglass, which is, it just takes the longest part of it, to be honest with you. When you're actually fiberglassing, you can fly through it. But anyway, that's all of that cut out up to the end of the crack. I've done it in 3 sections at the moment. I'm going to see how it goes. If it's too hard, then I'll cut them in half. Just trying to keep it up there. The next part I'm going to do is the front of the keel. I looked in where the crack actually stops all the way down there, and the rot stops here, so I can repair all this. Anyway, I need to probably sand this down a little bit better so it's smoother. Cut some fiberglass out and then go from there. Also, I need to cut a tiny little bit more out where I said obviously the air bubble is, even though it's got fiberglass on it, I'm going to go over that bit even more. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I thought I'd save you watching me cut out some more fiberglass, as it's pretty boring. I've just had a thought while I sat here getting ready for stuff. I'm going to, well, if you can see this, well, you probably can't see it, but that's quite a sharp corner. So I'm going to quickly put a bead of bonding paste on there. So at least when I put the fiberglass on, I know there'll be no air bubbles like I did inside. I've cut all the fiberglass out the front, so I think for today I'll quickly put a bead of bonding paste on there, put a little bit more on the bow, just because it does need thickening up a little tiny bit more, and then that's going to be it for this week. But yes, let's get on with that. Okay, wind's picking up now, it's starting to spit a little bit, but managed to get that on, and as you can see that's almost level now. That'll be perfect once I sand that down. And like I said, just quickly put a bead along there as well, which I will sand down each end, and then that's it for this week. Next week we should be able to finish sanding that off, sand the front off, get all the fiberglassing done. Should only take a day really to get the fiberglassing done, nice and easy. And then I think we're moving on to the fairing compound, which would be a lot of fun trying to do this. The boat is such a weird shape. Like if I can go from the front, you can see this one's nice and round on this one, and then this one actually goes in. It's very, very weird how they've done that. But right, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.